See that there? It's wild rose, yeah.
You never saw it there, you can't roll.
Oh, no, I was looking into the lens and with that, I got all these thorns stuck in my face.
It's a river stop.
I'm not sure what the stream is. I should know it. It's this is named after the after Tegla. Well, you know what it could be? The Allen.
I was thinking of it, I didn't want to say it in case it wasn't.
Yeah, it could be the Allen. Because remember I mentioned to you about the source was coming out of a spring behind a wood at the top of the pass. That's only about, as the crow flies, about 2 miles away. Yeah, it could be the Allen. I'll check it later. I wrote to Natural Resources Wales, you know, and asked them, just on the off chance, did they have a database of the official, in their eyes, the official sources of all the different rivers and major streams, just for those sort of their records, you know. And anyway, they were quite good about it, but when they got back in touch, they said no. I find that quite surprising, but seemingly they haven't. That's that'll be that shooting range, won't it? So I'm having a few pot shots. Yeah,
that is.
It's over the hill there. There's like a little quarry in the hillside, and that shooting range has been there for years. Doesn't look much, does it? But I'll tell you what, you know, once it goes dark, you'll find trout in here, quite considerable size. I was just go and fish at a place, you know, where you walk at Loggerheads.
Yeah.
You walk along the river there. Just go there as kids.
I can remember that before the river went underground.
Yeah, and there's a spot there where there's a tree. A tree root. Yeah, a tree root on the side of the bank, and the river's undercut the bank there, so it's only about 3 feet deep, and the rest of the river's just like a foot. And if you go there of a night, right on the path as you're walking along, if you drop a worm in there, just into this hole, and let the current roll the worm into this hole, there's always a decent sized trout in there, where all the other trouts are sort of like little fingerling things. You'll pull something out like 12 inches long, big enough to eat. Yeah, I've been wanting to come along here for a while.
It's not tight, I think.
Yeah, it's quite good, isn't it?
Yeah, I like stuff like this.
Like I said, we're bound to find some mud.
Yeah. I've got wellies in the shed, I should fucking use them more really. Look at the bastard getting on and off, aren't they?
Well, I find them quite easy, because with me back and that, you know, it's a bit of a nuisance having to sort of bend down and tie laces, whereas I can just, with me wellies, you can just sort of push them off, you know.
You can get them like half wellies, like huge size, aren't they?
Yeah, I know the types, yeah. Have you seen the price of them? They charge you more for less. Yeah, like those ones. Yeah, like those.
Sign it.
It's a different. Is that it? What that sign tells you to go there. It's 6 feet away. It's through this gate, according to this.
Looking off the Dyke as well.
Yeah. Is that a path down there as well, is it?
Yeah. But it comes through like a fucking dead end there, I think, isn't it?
Is it? Oh, we'll go through here. That's what the sign says anyway. You can't go far wrong.
The cattle not here, there's cows in the field.
She's still nervous about that, is she?
Yeah.
Cows in this field as well. They don't bother me. I just walk through herds of them.
Yeah, there's really fucking the chasers at time.
Yeah, well the thing is,
you can't fucking load them.
the trick is not to run, because if you run, they stampede then. And that's when people get squashed.
We did what we did. We walked the field, they fucking all came loads and everyone all started following us. And we went over this stream, it was like a fucking narrow wooden bridge over it. We all came over that as well. One by one. Fucking hell. So we started walking towards like the gate we were going out to. And we got about 20 yards from it, I think it was 50 or more, even more than that. All round behind us. So I said, let's fucking, we legged the last 20 fucking yards. Got over the gate and they were fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
Remember the ones we did that walk, Gresford, Pulford and whatever. We walked through that field, there was fucking loads of them.
I just stand my ground up. You know, if one gets too near, just punch it in the nose. They soon turn around. Or you run at them. You know, make like a gesture like you're going to run at them. They all turn around and scatter.
How should we?
Yeah, you usually hear them before you see them. You look at the leaves and say, oh, that's an aspen, like. As soon as we come through that gate there in the wind quarter, oh, bloody hell, aspen. Quite fond of them. But they're everywhere in Scotland, northern Scotland and central Scotland, but down here they tend to be just planted rather than wild sown. Yeah, trembling poplar they also call it. I don't think any other tree in the world makes that noise. I'm just going to stand underneath for a second. I'll try and catch that noise. What's the name of it? Trembling in the Latin name. Yeah, tremula, populus tremula. Trembling poplar. Yeah, field bug. Some bigger than that, bright green ones. You know the spit you see on some plants?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have a green bug inside them. There's the, often the larvae of these.
I'll be adult to them then.
Yeah, harmless like.
Yeah, that's probably why I see them in the garden. Maybe kick his bit in the garden.
Yeah, yeah.
It's quite a useful thing. It'd be better on the Kindle because it's bigger, isn't it?
Yeah, I downloaded a load of video clips onto my Kindle the other day. You know, off my trail cameras and stuff. And so I'll use it in work.
Looks like I've trodden off before, doesn't it?
I think the cows have been in there.
Possibly, yeah.
We can take a bit of shelter. Yeah, the punters in work are always, what's that up there?
That flatter.
Yeah, the punters in work are always quite interested about, you know, the wildlife and that. So I put a few clips on my Kindle. It's bigger screen. No, it's not in there, mate. It's just the angle of the rock. When you're trying to show them a clip in your camcorder screen, which is like 2 inches,
Yeah.
there's no detail. So the Kindle's just about the right size to take to work, you know. Throw it in my bag. Oh yeah, it is there. Yeah, this ain't much. It's a bit of a disappointment. Yeah, it only comes in a few feet. I mean, historically, this might have all been, you know, enclosed.
Yeah.
So it's a nice hole for people to live in, a little family or something. It only goes down there unless it's being blocked up. I'm not going to bother crawling in there. It's nothing to see, is it? I thought it might have been a bit more dramatic than that. That other cave I know near Llangollen there, that's much better than this.
I think it goes around the corner. It goes around the corner,
Yeah. Maybe it's filled up over the years. Because you couldn't have imagined people leg crawling around their knees down there, would you?
I think it goes that way.
Yeah. It might open up further inside.
Yeah.
I'm not going to look for it. But I suspect historically all this would have been, the entrance to the cave would have been over there somewhere. You know, sort of there,
Yeah.
like. Yeah, well, at least I can say I've seen it now. Bit disappointed with that. So you don't slip on this grass, mate. Zoom in, right? Some sort of standing stone it is.
Possibly another one of
A
them.
log.
2 foot to the left of it and all, it's a smaller one. Something like that, well.
Yeah, it'll just be a spring coming out the ground. It won't be like a hole, like a dug well. Just over there somewhere is
That's a view to me, Scott.
is it? Moving again. Yeah, it's just over there somewhere. It'll just be a spring coming out the ground. In the old days, you just would have got off on it like. And say, the Christians just overstamped it. Yeah, one thing the Christians did, the early ones, they didn't upset the pagans. They didn't say your God is crap or your spirit's are rubbish and ours is better. They just sort of went along with it. And then said, oh yeah, okay, yeah, we'll have our God alongside yours, sort of thing. And then gradually phased them out. Surreptitiously, like, but it worked. Yeah, so this will be the well for Llyn and Yal, Saint Garman. Yeah, I came across a couple of examples growing on a bank, and it was out of context. And later on when I checked, because of the leaf, it's got that like long serrated leaf on it. But the ones I saw had more of a globular flower head. But this is betony. Quite an attractive wildflower. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. Bit of mist behind us. The hill there. Must be the Allen again then. Bridle away. Imagine riding your horse over there. Oh, they probably just walk through the water, don't they?
Yeah, yeah. Quite some daft fucker has come over on the horse.
There's plenty of those about. I'll tell you what, I'll be glad when Boris lets all the idiots go back to Europe. I'll tell you. I've only been back at work 2.5 months, and it's probably the worst period I've ever had in all the years I've worked there. Oh yeah, country's full of them.
Yeah, I think people got very selfish because when you live on your own, you do get selfish. Instead of being confined with just you and your family, you get selfish as fuck. Now they're coming out, but they're horrible, aren't they?
Yeah, but you know all the ones you know the ones who go to Spain and
yeah.
Mallorca and Ibiza and all them. Some of them got the manners of pigs, like, you know, and they used to, you know, if you don't mix around the locals, it's just a piss up, isn't it? Yeah. It's just a piss up in a warmer climate. That's all. And
they just go to English bathhouse, don't they, in their old
yeah. But also, you know, if you do meet anyone like Spanish or Greek or something, you talk to them like shit, and they'll take it, you see, because they're like second world countries, like. But of course, the mindset they've got, they're now taking it out on people in Britain, and it doesn't wash, and it's causing all sorts of strife. Yeah, causing all sorts of strife.
It's straight on.
I think it is straight on. I'll check, but I think it is. Let's go through the woods. Yeah, it's a wood. Yeah, I remember now. It was going on the edge of this wood, I think. Yeah, so the sooner they're allowed back abroad, the better. The Europeans can have them.
Yeah, problem fucking nuisance of that.
Nice little cottage there. Yeah, that's like quince.
Yeah, it's smart, that kind of place you like to live in.
You ever had that quince jam, or?
No.
I saw some recipes online for it, like rose hips there.
Good as that, isn't it?
People don't realise you can use the rose hips and eat the petals on, you know, the big roses you get in your garden. It's just a wild rose, it's just another form. Nothing's changed on it. Maybe the scent a bit more strong, pungent. But yeah, you can still use it for wine and flavouring water and stuff. Bilberries are ripe. Yeah, I got me wellies, it'll be alright. Oh, some more here. Oh, they're nice, them. Oh, just right. They're looking to get rid of Snowdon now, aren't they?
Oh, change the name.
Yeah, to the Welsh one. I think it's brilliant. Knocking up all the tourists. The Snowdon Mountain Railway will have to change its name. It'd be pathetic if they changed the name to the Welsh one, which I fully support. Just get rid of the English name. It was only imposed on the locals by the Victorians anyway. Although the name Snowdon goes right back. It was known, slightly different pronunciation in Anglo-Saxon times. The Saxons were well aware of that mountain and how high it was. But things like the Snowdon Mountain Railway is going to look a bit odd. Anyone with the word Snowdon in the name, and businesses and things like that, they're going to look a bit peculiar now. The fight's on now to stop all these. It's English authors. They're writing books about mountain climbing, mountain biking, all sorts, and they're giving their own names to these things. And then people read the books, and they come over, and then they start calling a particular hill or a particular mountain or a particular forest by a totally alien name. And then they tell someone, and then they start using it. And before you know it, everyone's using a totally different name, and they're just invented. The worst one's that one on the side of Truvan, above Ogwen there, Llyn and when you're on the hill above it, it looks like the shape of Australia, and they're calling it Lake Australia for the climbers and the walkers. And there's books appearing where they've just written the Welsh name out and put Lake Australia. There's no such place. Must be an overflow. A raven. With that shooting place we went past the Sealand. Yeah, that's a long established clay pigeon place and all. Yeah, it must have got an official diversion on it. That's why the CCTV camera there pointing straight down the road, isn't it? Yeah.
So you're allowed to do that, they divert if you get the permission.
Oh yeah, they can do it legally, yeah.
But you get all the fucking bell ends coming and walking through and
Well, that's what it is. They didn't want. Well, no, if it's done legally, it won't get any protest. But the thing is, you can see why they've done it.
Oh yeah.
Stop all the people go up and through the windows, and so all the wedding guests are there. Like, that's it.
After walking the range, we'll be looking at it there.
Is he? Good for him.
Here's it all, standing there looking at it. Fucking footpath.
Looks like you're going to put an electric cable in here, or a drain.
Look deep enough for electric cable, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it should be what, 18 inches, isn't it?
Yeah, I put mine on that. Fucking hell. That's electric cable, look.
Yeah. Like everything, innit? You think there's a cable there. Yeah. Like everything, innit? You think, why? Yeah, why? I'll film them. Why would you buy a place with a footpath through it and then object to a footpath being through it? Some thick gets around, isn't it?
I'm getting really clear about it.
Yeah. People like that just want dragging out, tying to a tree and beating with a big stick. And say, piss off, back to your town. There's Llandegla over there. I think on later I'll send you those links.
Yeah, I only get like a notification, I think.
The Facebook's been awful lately. I don't get any notifications now, you know. I log on in the morning and I might have something from 6 groups.
Yeah.
Not any communication whatsoever, any Facebook friends or nothing. I reckon it's Facebook being arsey. I was in Facebook jail a couple of weeks ago for 3 days.
Yeah.
Terrible now. They're using bots and they're looking for keywords and combinations of keywords, but they don't understand context. So you could be having a perfectly, totally innocent conversation with one of your friends, and happen to use what is basically words in a private discussion between yourselves. Yeah, and combinations, and then automatically it's picking up on them, and then saying you've gone against our community standards. What you're talking about is hate speech or something like that. And with that, you're excluded from Facebook for X number of days. Yeah, but yeah, I got told, it's one of those with balloons in it.
Yeah.
I got told that at any one time, it's getting worse and worse. I got told at one time there's something like 3 or 4 million people in Facebook jail all around the world. It's getting worse. And they simply haven't got the volume of people to process, the human element. You appeal. And they never come back to you. You say you can appeal. I appealed. But not going to happen in 3 days.
No.
If they did say it, they'd say it 6 months later and say, oh sorry, on this occasion we found that it wasn't hate speech. But of course it's too late then.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something else they've got a nasty habit of doing. They say we've removed the post because it goes against our community standards. But you don't know what the post is. They don't tell you. It says more information, click here. So you click on it thinking they're going to show you an excerpt from the post. So say you were that way inclined and you had accidentally said something you shouldn't have done. Obviously you want to know what it is so you can avoid it in the future. But they don't tell you. So you're none the wiser. And of course, if you do that again within a year, all of a sudden you're excluded again. Useless they are. But it's really, really woke now. Footpath right through their garden. There's the yellow marker there. Bit low. Not too well used, this bridge. The moss growing on it.
Yeah, I think you can come down here, but
It's shitty, that stream, isn't it?